Another day, another failed boating test for our favorite yellow friend, SpongeBob SquarePants. He walked away from Mrs. Puff's boating school, licenseless and totally dejected. You could practically see the rain cloud forming over his square head. Little did he know, his driving skills, or lack thereof, were about to be put to the ultimate test. Meanwhile, over at the chum bucket, Plankton was hatching another one of his schemes. But this time, it was different. He stomped over to the Krusty Krab, not with a giant robot, but with a challenge. A high-stakes boat race against Mr. Krab. The prize, the one thing Plankton has wanted his entire tiny life. The Krabby Patty secret formula. Mr. Krab, seeing a chance to humiliate his rival without spending a dime, greedily accepted. But who would drive for the Krusty Krab? Mr. Krabs, being as cheap as he is, wasn't about to hire a professional. His eyes scanned Bikini Bottom and landed on the one sea sponge who could drive a boat like no one else, for all the wrong reasons. That's right, he chose SpongeBob. SpongeBob, still moping about his failed test, was suddenly filled with a renewed sense of purpose. He was going to race for the honor of the Krusty Krab. Of course, his standard issue boat wouldn't do, so he enlisted the help of his best pal, Patrick, with his brilliant, if unconventional, ideas, and sandy cheeks, with her Texan engineering genius. Together, they built the wackiest, most beat-up boat Bikini Bottom had ever seen. It had extra bubble thrusters, a kelp-powered engine, and a horn that played jellyfish jump. It was a masterpiece of chaotic design, perfect for a chaotic driver. The day of the race arrived, the starting flag dropped, and they were off. The course was a treacherous pass through the jellyfish fields, around the treacherous rock bottom, and past the Goo Lagoon. Plankton, in his sleek, technologically advanced chum mobile, immediately took the lead. He cackled as he deployed his first trap, a trail of slippery oil slicks. Any normal driver would have spun out. But SpongeBob, he was already panicking, swerving left and right for no reason at all. His boat danced and skidded, completely missing the oil and somehow gaining speed. Plankton growled in frustration and launched his next attack, a volley of sticky tartar sauce projectors. SpongeBob, trying to avoid a peaceful-looking scallop, slammed on the brakes, then the accelerator, then the brakes again. The boat bucked and bounced, and the tartar sauce flew right over him, splattering against a cliff face. Every single one of Plankton's dastardly, well-planned traps was thwarted by SpongeBob's sheer, unpredictable incompetence. It was almost poetic. The jellyfish cheered him on as he careened through their fields, a yellow blur of accidental skill. The finish line was in sight. Plankton was furious. His cheats, his traps, his superior technology, all of it was useless against this bumbling idiot. It was time to unleash his ultimate weapon. A giant laser cannon emerged from the top of the chum mobile, taking aim directly at SpongeBob's boat. This was it. The end of the line for the little square dude. The laser charged up with a menacing hum. But just as Plankton screamed, "Say goodbye to your paddy wagon, SpongeBob," SpongeBob hit a small pebble. A tiny, insignificant pebble. This tiny bump sent his overpowered, poorly balanced boat into an uncontrollable, high-speed spin. It was a vortex of chrome and bubbles. The laser fired, but instead of hitting SpongeBob, the beam struck the shiny, spinning side of his boat and deflected right back at Plankton. Was a massive explosion of smoke and fried circuits. Plankton's vessel sputtered to a halt, completely disabled. SpongeBob's boat, still spinning wildly out of control, flew across the finish line. Backward, the crowd went silent for a second, then erupted in cheers. He had won! He had actually won the race! Mr. Krabs was ecstatic, clutching the secret formula to his chest and counting the imaginary money he had just saved. Plankton was towed away, feeling in his wrecked machine. And SpongeBob, he was hailed as a hero of Bikini Bottom, lifted onto the shoulders of his friends. He saved the Krabby Patty, became a racing legend, and proved that sometimes not knowing how to drive is the best way to win. And the best part? He still didn't have his driver's license. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this wild ride through Bikini Bottom, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome stories. See you next time.